Everybody, this is Adam Bomb with Adam Bomb Breaks, and buckle up. This one's going to be a long one. We're doing a first look, and it's a personal rip for one of our members of the Bomb Squad. Thank you so much, Ryan, for sponsoring this, and let's see what you got. Let's go. 10 packs, 40 cards per pack, none other than Score. Josh Allen is on the cover this year. I'm going to go ahead and take this off so we can get a better look at everything. 10 parallels per box on average. 40 cards, okay, blah, blah, blah. Also, we're looking for the ultra rare Intergalactic Showtime and Next Up inserts. And here is everything on the back. Comes with 4 autographs. I don't see that anywhere on the box, unless I missed it. This is a 400 card set, 300 base cards, 100 rookies. It's kind of the bottom of the bottom. There it is, 4 autographs. But normally you're going to get something decent out of these. I don't like to do these in breaks because they're so big. There's so much base. Now, I could be wrong. We could open this and then I could watch some and I'm like, oh crap. That's what we want to rip. That's the fire at 2023. But I'm doubting it. The Score is always kind of the low end of the low end. But you can get nice stuff. It has everything. It has autographs from vets, Hall of Famers. And for these 10 packs, they're going to have them. So if you see this at your local card shop, give it a shot, man. You never know what you can get. I do like the new look of Score this year. It looks pretty sweet. Not disappointed in the actual design at all. But you can see it's going to be a lot. Wrong Josh Allen. A lot of Drake London second year. I don't know if I'm really going to sleeve that up. Brock Purdy, I'll definitely sleeve that up. So, yeah, you can see there is a ton of base. This is a personal, so I will actually show all the base. Otherwise, I would flip past it all and get to the meat. Not sure what that is. Oh, it's a scorecard parallel. I guess they're going to call that a parallel. That's kind of janky. Josh Allen on the Men of Autumn. Interesting. Gino on the Breakthrough. What was the name of the... Wasn't Breakthrough. Put it here so I can see the... Intergalactic Showtime and Up Next. Okay. The franchise TJ Watt. That looks like an autograph, huh? Kendry Miller. Never heard of her, but he plays for the Saints, evidently, and likes to carry the ball. TCU guy. Wow, almost 1,400 yards, so I must have missed him. He was a good player, it looks like. Tanner McKee, and they're back to putting all these in their college uniform, which isn't abnormal, let's just say that. Because they used to do that all the time. Patrick Mahomes is actually in his college uniform. I own one of those. I mean, it's not an expensive card, but it's still a card. Oh, look, a Kid Reporter. Wow. Kid Reporter's coming out early this year? Are you kidding? Jordan Love. Guess I will have a chance to actually put those in a little ahead of time this year. Of course, like, oh, you get them and you got to put them in right in. That's pretty cool that they're actually putting them in a little earlier. Bailey Zappi, second year. Breece Hall, second year. Josh Allen. And Breakthrough, Isaac Pacheco. Nice. Keyshawn Booty on the draft. So this is kind of a secondary rookie card. TJ Watt on the Men of Autumn. I like that. the franchise, Mac Jones. That might be overstepping our bounds there a little bit. Let's just say it. No offense, Bailey, or Mac Jones. It's just, yeah. Oh, Jalen Hyatt. That's a nice one. Hendon Hooker. Okay, we're finally getting something here. Kendry Miller. Henry To'oto. Okay. I really probably should know who that is since he did play for Alabama. Raheem Jarrett and Devin Ashan. All right, let's sleep and top load these real quick. Kendry Miller is our first auto, and our first half decent top loadable quarterback pull is Hendon Hooker. I was outside yesterday working, and if you aren't aware, I think everybody's aware, it is hot everywhere. It happens to be, I think it was 110 heat index yesterday here. So it was almost unbearable. I'm not flipping all these. You can slow down and see them if you want. I'll flip them in the stack, but just taking too much time. Zach Wilson. He still gets a card? He's a backup quarterback. What is this? Turned around 5 out of 35. The franchise, Garrett Wilson. That's a sweet looking card. Okay, score, not too shabby. Not too shabby. And this next one I think Ryan's going to like. That's a Jackson Smith and Jigba for his Seattle Seahawks. Dak. And then Chubb. Bryce Young on the hot rookies. And then we're going to be back to just the base rookies. Bijan. And CJ Stroud. Okay, so the rookies are starting to add up a little bit. And people are like, well, it's score. They'll never be worth anything. Even Trevor Lawrence's scorecard is worth something. Look at Herbert and Joe Burrow. They're worth something. And then, really look at it. I mean, you're talking $50, $60 card when you're talking about Pat Mahomes. So gonna be a longer rip. We're already at the 7.5 minute mark, 8 minute mark. And these things are hard to open. Looks like open from the bottom. Again, we're gonna go through these kind of quick. Because we're making big stacks of base. And that's the thing. I mean, you do like a half case of this. I don't know how many's in a case, maybe 10 or 12 boxes. Your shipping is going to be outrageous. It's going to be, okay, Dorian Thomas Robinson, rookie quarterback. Very nice to 100. He played well for the Chiefs. There is a chip there on the top. This is a paper card, so it's not outrageous to see that. Well, that is to 100, 25 out of 100. Played good for the Chiefs, the Browns. Josh Allen on the franchise. Jordan Addison, nice. Will Anderson Jr., Dameon Pierce on the franchise. And here we go, Max Mayer. Rashid Rice. Chiefs. Well, that's what I wonder. Okay, so they are on the backs. So it will tell you who they were drafted by, so you don't have to wonder. That is nice. And another in Jigba. So if you're interested in things like these where, I have a box, I'm not going to use it, you might want to join the Patreon. Patreon members are the ones that I give this to. This just happened to be something that he says he really enjoys, so I offered it directly to him. not a lot of people will say, oh, I gotta go get me a box with Score. But people that like it, like it. It's a great set building too. It's fun because, you know, it's relatively cheap entry and there's a lot of cards to collect. And they look pretty good this year. I will say I like the design. Kenneth Walker III, second year, Eric Dickerson. Trayvon Diggs, Goddard, Mac Jones. Second year, third year? Third year, Mac Jones. Zeke on the scorecard. Jalen Carter, hot rookies. Jahmyr Gibbs. Devontae Adams on the franchise. And Bijan. Ooh. Looky. Bijan Robinson autograph. All right. Not too shabby. Does have the Falcons there right on the front. Now that I'm noticing, even on the rookies right here on the front, you see their team emblem. Let's see. Does that? Well, we'll look here when they come up, but that's pretty nice. That is getting to back paying for your box there. Yeah, it's right here on the front. I didn't notice that before. It's on the front and the back. Another Jordan Addison for the Vikings. Anthony Richardson. You would think you would get everybody. There's Zach Charbonnet. Not sure why they drafted him, besides he's a good player. And Jaleel Beasley. So we're a little bit, this is just past the halfway point. Actually, we are at the halfway point before I open this. Another kid reporter. Move it to the other side there. And here we go with the base. Basosaurus. T-Law. Third year now. Jeez. It's weird. Started doing all this in 2020. And, you know, those guys, are the fourth year cards. And it's crazy. They're like seasoned vets. There's Gino. Why don't we do that? We'll put Gino over here in the sleeve pile. Micah Parsons, Jarrell Revis Island. Zay Flowers, nice one for the Baltimore Ravens. Even though it's all going to Brian. Derrick Henry on the Men of Autumn. I do like those cards. They look pretty good. Quentin Johnson. Franchise, Desmond Ritter breakthrough, and now we're on to, there's Jahmyr Gibbs, Johnson, Will Levis for the Titans, and Zach Evans. So, just like you think, mostly with Score, you can see over here, not a huge stack of top loaders for all of these cards. Now, there's going to be a little bit more now because that pack had quite a few rookies that we wanted to top load. This, you know, normally I wouldn't do a top load on Zach Charbonnet, but hey, it's Ryan, so take care of him, man. Gotta take care of the Seahawks fan and their Seahawk cards. Good old Jahmyr Gibbs. We'll see how he works out. Seems like they drafted other people that are gonna kind of take away from his opportunity. Or signed in free agency. They didn't draft anybody else. If they would have kept DeAndre Swift, it would have been really interesting. But a lot of people on draft day were like, oh, well, what are they doing? They have DeAndre Swift. Well, what they're doing is they're getting rid of DeAndre Swift. Another kid reporter. Treylon Burks, Barry Sanders, all Barrys get a sleeve. That's just the rule. Everybody should live by that rule. Justin Fields, 50th year. Joe Montana. Ryan actually pulled a Montana autograph to 10 out of this. Kenny Pickett's second year. Tom Brady has a card. Dwayne McBride. It's going to have numbers on it. 1 out of 20. Minnesota Vikings out of UAB Red Zone. That's pretty sweet. First off the production line. I don't know. A lot of cards, but there is a lot of goodness in here too, it looks like. Perry, I don't know. I just think I'd rather spend the money elsewhere. Xavier Hutchinson, Dorian Thomas Robinson, Brian Breeze. And yeah, see, there was nothing in there in the rookies. But it was all new rookies, so again, Ryan, if you're going for the set, you're getting hooked up. Chris Olave, second year. Still have yet to see a Patrick Mahomes. There's a Herbert. Scary Terry. Garrett Wilson, second year. Deuce Vaughn. I remember this guy. This guy is flat out fast. Deuce Vaughn on the parallel. Jamison Williams on the breakthrough. Will Levis on the draft card. Oh, we already got one of these. I guess you're getting one in like every box. Jalen Hurts or every pack. Russell Gage. Now, this is what you also get. You get kind of this vet that no one's real excited about. That is Score. Some of these are, you get like a second year Bailey Zappi or Kenny Pickett. But yeah. Dalton Kincaid from the University of Utah. Jaron Hall. Keaton. Josh Downs. Clayton Tune. Who does he play for? Oh, the Cardinals. Okay. Bryce Ford. Wellington. Yes. The stack is tremendous. It might even be worthwhile just to grab a small box and put it all in those, like one of the 400 count box or something. Last pack should have one more auto, right? What it looks like here. Kyle Juszczyk. Travis Kelce. Probably will go down as the best tight end ever. What you think? I think so. And it's funny that they had another tight end that is in that. Gronk might have something to say about it, but numbers don't lie. Cole Kmetz, franchise, Jalen Hurts, Brock Purdy on the breakthrough, Tank Bigsby, and Keaton Mitchell is our last auto. Baltimore Ravens. Oh no, we have one more pack. What am I saying? Latu, there's a Bryce Young finally. Took us long enough. Aiden O'Connell. Ringo Starr, not Ringo Starr, but Cedric Tillman, nice one. Alright, so we did get one Bryce Young base rookie. We already got a parallel of him. Last auto is less than desirable, but it is another rookie. It looks like he is a skill position player, running back for the Ravens. Again, I've never heard of him, which is often what you see in Score. They have such a big checklist, 100 rookies. You'll see it again when Prism rolls around because it's the same size. 400 cards in Prism. So, I mean, just think, how hard is it to get something good in Score, and you're pulling packs and packs and packs? We're going to do the same checklist, but we're going to put it in Prism and only give you 24 cards, or like in a hobby box, maybe 100. I'm thinking with Blaster you get 24, so. Another Kid Reporter. Alright, here we go through the base. Richard Sherman. Haven't seen a card with him on it in a while. I wonder if he gets in the Hall of Fame. I don't know if he had enough time in to get in. Time as a player. Taysom Hill's going to be our numbered card. To 199 out of 100. Get that top loaded for you. Your franchise hot rookies Hendon Hooker and Jalen Hyatt on the draft. Both nice. Stetson Bennett. Probably your future Rams quarterback, I would think. Deuce Vaughn again. Zay Flowers. Joey Porter Jr. and Darnell Washington, wasn't it? Robinson or Washington. I just blanked. I saw Bijan right behind it. All right, let's finish top loading these, and we'll do a quick run through of his hits just so he can see him again. But congratulations, I think this was a pretty good box with the Bijan. Bijan auto is going to be pretty sweet. Not in his pro uniform, but pretty darn close. It actually has the Falcon symbol on it. So it's better than what we've seen out of the draft products. Next big release will be, I think it's Elite. Legacy, some of those cards actually do have the team on them, but the base ones do not. So, all right. Good stack here. I put all the Taysom Hill to 100, Stetson Bennett, he's Hendon Hooker, Jalen Wyatt, Deuce Vaughn on that parallel, Bryce Young, Jameer Gibbs, Jordan Addison, Gibbs, Richardson, Zay Flowers. Did we get two of those Zay Flowers? Oh no, it was Deuce Vaughn. Charbonnet, Levis, Addison, and Jigba, Bryce Young, Bijan, Stroud, that Garrett Wilson to, what was this? That was to 35. I have no idea why I didn't put that up there. Hendon Hooker. And then the cards up here, Dorian Thompson Robinson to 100, Dwayne McBride to 20, autos, Harvette auto, Russell Gage, two rookie autos, Keaton Mitchell, Kendry Miller. But the big one is the Bijan Robinson. This is like the second coming of, if not better than Saquon. So that is what I've heard. I saw him in college. He was pretty good there too. All right, guys. Thank you so much. What do you think about Score? Are you into Score? Or is that something you want to buy? Is it blasters you're going to buy? Are you going to buy a hobby box? You don't get many hobby boxes in football. That's Panini that you get 4 autos for less than $200, or right at 200 is what I've seen it at now. So thank you guys as always. Be kind, be nice to those around you, and peace out.